Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. So, today we're going to be looking at a subscriber build of a very cool ship. So this is the Hornet by Stanmore. And the kind of the gist of it, what he was telling me, was that the idea is if the UC were to acquire a kind of a damaged watchdog, and they kind of modified it using kind of Nova Galactic parts and Deimos, I believe. And I have to say, he did a really good job of it. It looks very nice and very sleek. It almost kind of gives me, like, if you look at it from the front, it kind of gives me Serenity vibes, which I don't know if that was, like, intentional or it was, like, a byproduct. But it looks really, really nice. I really like the use of the Nova Galactic or the cargo bay. I think it works really well. And it's something that I haven't really spotted when I use these Hope Tech cockpit and the fuselage. I find it's like very hard to get something that like actually mirrors well together, and the Nova Galactic cargo bay does a really good job of it. Now this ship used a lot of merging, and to be honest with you, some of the merging kind of broke me a little bit. I was like scratching my head at, oh, I missed a window. I need to fix that in a minute. I was scratching my head trying to figure out like how did he achieve this? And eventually I got it, so I'll show you guys the video. I'll probably also make a video, and obviously like shout you out, Mike, because in doing so, I'm assuming I basically used the same technique you did to merge. But anyway, we'll get into that in the teardown. So let's look at the stats. So it's got a fuel of 70, which is quite low. Obviously, we're trying to keep it as similar to the build as possible, so it kind of makes sense. It's a little kind of a hopper ship, more so than anything else. Now, for anybody that's trying to kind of explore some of the outer reaches, you may need to upgrade a little bit. Probably merge in some sort of some fuel tanks, maybe, potentially. But for the most part, it's not bad. It's got a hull of 773, which is really good, considering. It's pretty tanky for an A-class vessel. Cargo capacity is quite low at 280. They had to sacrifice the cargo, which kind of makes sense, you know, to fit in everything. It's got an A-class reactor with 26 power. Now, I will say, Mike, if you wanna, when this video goes up, if you wanna comment, and I'll pin you. If I did make mistakes on certain things, I do apologize. I was asking you about stuff, but I was a little bit impatient. I kind of wanted to build it because it looked really, really cool. So if I made... Oh, whoops, wrong one. If I made a mistake in any of the modules and stuff, let me know. The modules should all be accurate, but I may have used, like, different ones. Like, I know with the shield and stuff, you use the second best one. But anyway, so yeah, so pretty good reactor. Crew at 2, which is kind of low, but it's not a huge issue, given it all. It's got a jump range of 30 light years, which is really, really good. It can definitely jump far. Now, the fuel is going to be problematic, but it's not too bad. It's got a shield of 680, which, again, is not too bad at all. It's very good for an A-class vessel. It's got 2 sets of weapons. It's got 4 particle weapons, the Vanguard ones. They're merged inside the landing gear. You can just see the bottom ones there. And then it's got a single EM weapon merged on the top there, just behind the... you can see, you can't really see it, but it's just inside that Nova fuselage. So... you have to build the ship. You can't buy it. I just sell it to the vendor beforehand to get it all good. So the cost to make it's going to be around 155k, probably a little bit more depending on the perks. That's not including if you purchase the watchdog. I purchased one just because I was lazy. But yeah, let's go and check it out, shall we? Alright, here we are. So as you can see, it's a very nice looking ship. He was saying that he wanted to basically make a prettier looking watchdog, and I think he did a phenomenal job of it. Now, I'm not trying to bash on Bethesda, but some of the designs are very, for Hope Tech, they're very industrious, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but I feel like, I know myself, and clearly Mike also feels the same way, it's nice to make ships look a little bit more pretty and streamlined and just kind of more curved and, you know, angular. That's why I really love the Nova Galactic and the Stroud pieces, because they allow you to do that. So I quite like that he still kept the essence of the ship, which is what he was saying. Like those big landing gear, which prayed at some point they're usable as engines. So, you know, they look really nice. He still has them there. Still using the same engines on the back. Very nice. A lot of merging, though, which is very cool. So in we get. So up we go. There's not a lot to the interior of the ship. Now, I did take liberties, and I assumed it was going to be a... Wait 1 second, let me just double check. It was just double checking with the stats again. So, like I said, I was being a bit impatient when it came to building, so I just kind of assumed it was going to be a Nova Galactic Captain's Quarter in here. Now, Mike, if I am wrong, I do apologize. If you want to update in the pinned comment any mistakes I made. I knew it wasn't a crew station just because the crew didn't increase, and I'm assuming because like it was meant to be more of a kind of a solo vessel, it would make sense. We've got the nice Nova Galactic here. Oh,
Hey.
How's it going? Why? You guys okay? I'm trying to do a review here. Could you not have literally like went to the bar and just chilled? No. Okay, cool, nice. Well, I don't know. At least it's not Sarah. Cora. Well, it is Sarah. At least it's not Sarah, but it is. We got some windows here at the back. Very nice. Again, this kind of makes me think that it was meant to be a crew habitat back here. Then we've got the docking port underneath, and then straight through to the little fuselage area to the cockpit. Really nice cockpit. I have to say, initially with these sort of cockpits, I've always wanted to make something that felt more like a fighter, and this is probably the closest I've seen. Really good job, like I said, that mix of at the front there, how you have the Nova Galactic. It gives me very Pelican vibes, which I really like. Let's take it off, see how she performs. So, power-wise, we have more than enough power to get the job done. It looks so nice lifting off those big engines, or big lifting thrusters. And then they pivot backwards, like, come on, Bethesda. Let us use them as engines. It would open up so many different build varieties. Probably mods already, but you know.
Stay in orbit.
Anyway, so I'm going to put pips into everything. So I have a perk that increases my power by 5, but I'm not going to be needing that. We've got 5 power left over. So little weapon test. We've got 4 of those particles. They will shred absolutely anything. And then we've got a little EM there, just in case you feel a bit spicy and you want to steal some stuff. Base speed is going to be 150 because it's A-class, which makes sense. And then we have a boost speed of, oh my dear lord, this is fast. Okay. Boost speed is 720. I just want to make sure that I've no one messing with the crew. Yeah, nope. So this is very fast, which is really nice. Now mobility is not at 100. It sits about 80, which isn't too bad. Agility test. So it's quite agile, but you can see if you fly A-class vessels, you can see there's a slight little kind of delay with the spin and the roll. And then roll. Still though, very nice. Alright, now we're going down to the surface, and I'll show you how we build. Alright, so here we are. So initially, you would think it wouldn't be a very difficult ship to build, because there's not a lot of pieces to it, but it's actually quite tricky. So I'm going to just build it by scratch for you, just so we know what we're going to do. So first you take the Armstrong cockpit. Any of the cockpits will work. I went with the, this is based off of a Mark IV watch, or Tier 4 watchdog. And then next we're going to place this under here like so. And then we snap this on the back here. This is the Nova Galactic module. I'm using the captain's quarters, but you can use whatever one you want in the build. I'm assuming it's captain's quarters, but he'll let me know in the comments if it is not. And then this is another thing I'm assuming, again, I kind of jumped the gun, and I'm very impatient when it comes to building. It's my fault, not yours, Mike. I was assuming, just looking at the build, that this was your docker, just kind of looking at it. Now, this is where, like, the kind of the merging starts to get a little tricky. So we're going to do the bottom first. So as you can see, this consists of 4 different pieces, which to my knowledge, I didn't think was possible. But it is. So basically, in order to kind of get this working, you need to do a couple of different techniques. So I've shown you on this channel before the different techniques where, as long as there's a snap point, you can pretty much place it. So what you basically want to start by doing is we're going to make multiple snap points. So we're going to have a snap point down here like so. And then we're going to bring this back, and we're going to have another snap point here. Now, basically, so the gist of it is we're going to snap one of the pieces to this snap point here. we're going to snap one of the pieces to this one here, and then the third object is going to be snapped to this here. So we're going to start off with the Stellarator reactor. That's going to go there like so. Next, we're going to place the grav drive, which we're going to snap underneath, and we're going to duplicate it till it pops up like so. And sometimes it'll go red, don't worry about it, and then we're just going to delete them. And then finally, we're going to snap this in here. Now, this one was a bit tricky. I don't know if, Mike, if this is what you did. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, I may have found a different way to do it. So basically, all I essentially did was I did the duplicate, because something you'll notice, let me show you real quick, is no matter what I could do, I couldn't get a snap point. It wouldn't snap. There was no snap point. So then I thought, well, you can do the duplication glitch with a single piece, but what about doing it with multiple pieces? So I basically just made this thing here. It's snapping to the side, and then I duplicated, or I highlighted both of them, and then I duplicated them. Now it was a bit tricky. I had to basically, to get it to kind of duplicate in the right order. Actually, it might be easier doing it from underneath, so I'll do it underneath real quick just to show you. Oh, this one won't snap underneath. Of course it won't. So we're just going to use a different piece for now. But it's the same principle. We're going to snap this here. And this is like, this technique has blown my mind because it allows for like a lot more intricate designs. So if we highlight both these and then we snap, and as you can see there, we have 3 items inside. We have the engine, the reactor, and the grav drive, which is amazing. And then we just want to snap this in here like so. And then the guns, like that. So I probably should have, let me just really quickly pull these apart just to show you. So we've got the Amidon 6 engines. We've got 2 of them, A-class, 2 power, 14,000 engine thrust, 2120 maneuvering thrust. I went with the 380T Stellarator reactor from Amidon, A-class, 26 power, 715 hull. And then finally for the grav drive, which you can kind of see there, we got the R4000 Alpha grav drive from Relodyne, A-class, 9 power, 27 jump thrust, which gives us 30. Now we're using the HopeTech storeroom fuselage A from HopeTech. This came with the ship pre-built. And then we have the NG landing bay. And then up on top of the Nova Galactic, we have a equipment plate and the Nullifier 1750 suppressor. A-class, 1040 range, 1.5 fire rate, 48 electro damage, and 3 max power. So now for the weaponry, mounted on 2 of these Horizon weapon mounts, one each side of the Docker, we have the Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector, A-class, 3899 range, 6.65 fire rate, 11 hull and shield damage, which is very nice. Now next what we're going to do is we're going to mount this. So this, the engine basically sits like so on top. And then using a Nova cowling, we make this merge here. Now this is a simple merge. You just flip it and flip it back like so. And then this is going to slot in here. But this is where like it kind of, you start to learn the nitty gritty. So this engine is being connected initially on the bottom snap point. And because of that, so like let me show you. Because of that being on the bottom snap point, this fuel tank has nowhere to snap to. So basically what we're going to do is, we notice the engine also has a snap point on the front, which is what it should be snapping to. It shouldn't be snapping to the habitat, it should be snapping to the cowling. So we're going to put the fuel tank down first, like so. And now you'll notice we have that snap point, and then it's just a simple put it on top, duplicate it down, like so. And then I went with the Marduk 1030A shield generator and protectorate system, A-class, 6 power, 680 shield. And then last but not least, we have these Hope 55 landing gear. These just snap like so. And it's just a simple, it's just a simple flip it back like that. And then the other one there, we just slot it in. And then, come on, slide in, flip it back like so. And then that's pretty much it. There it is. So, Mike, really, really cool ship. I love the kind of this. It's simple, but it's also quite complex in the design. I'm definitely going to be making use of this newfound merge technique that you have enlightened me on. But yeah, as always, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of the ship. If you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe and check out my other stuff. And also, if you're interested in sending me ships to review, you can either send me pictures and messages on Xbox. My gamer tag is Crimson Flyboy with a space, so Crimson Space Flyboy. Or you can send me messages on Discord. It's Crimson Flyboy without a space, all one word. And if you can, preferably send me pictures of the ship from different angles and then a breakdown of what the ship would look like if you know, like if it had different levels. And also, if you can let me know of the habitats, like if you have loads of different hab modules, let me know, like, oh, there's like a control room at the front, med bay behind that, underneath the med bay is the workshop, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, as always, guys, oh, whoops, I just kicked my mic. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, bye-bye.